Hey, good morning. Welcome to the special Out and About show here on 1590 KVGB and 97.7 FM. It is Focus on Stafford County as we get a chance once a month to talk about all the great things happening to the county to the south of Great Bend. And we have a full studio today, and we like it that way. Joining us on the program, Stafford County Economic Development Director Preston Dunn in on the program today.
Good morning.
We also have Ashley Bevan, Stafford County EcoDevo Program Director.
Hi, Steve.
Hi there. And joining us, special guest, Preston Dunn.
Good morning.
How you doing, Preston?
Good. How are you?
You ready for this?
Yep.
Yeah, I think you've been overcoached coming in here today, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Preston represented Stafford County at the statewide Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge in Manhattan last month. We're going to talk to him about that experience and what that was like and what his presentation was on. But first, we're going to talk about the AmeriCorps program in Stafford County. And Ashley Bevan, you're going to give us an update on that. What's going on?
So we're working with WSU right now to finalize some of the details with these 3 positions that we hope to fill starting in September through May of next year. So 3 positions that we're looking to fill: a community economic development VISTA, an employment opportunity specialist, and an arts-focused community-based individual. And so what we hope to get out of this is capacity building for our organization. So doing some work with our businesses and our communities to see how we can better help them, maybe with some business development.
A recap kind of at AmeriCorps program and how this came about, Carolyn.
Well, we wanted a way to recruit people here. Part of our thinking was that if we can give them a taste of what kind of opportunity is here at a stage in their life where they're maybe doing internships, that could be a good introduction to other possibilities. I look back at how many people in my own experience, or even, I think internships are almost a given now for young adults. And we don't have very many ways to offer those kinds of opportunities locally. I even visited with one business once that said, well, we don't really engage in that too much. Where would we even put the student for the summer? So we have living space. We are trying to address that kind of barrier and also give a substantial work experience through AmeriCorps. So these will not be more than just summer internships. They'll be year-long internships. And we've, Ashley touched on the descriptions, the job descriptions for, or the titles for each of them. But basically, what we're getting at is 3 people that one will focus on arts-based activity, largely with Gray Photo Studio in St. John. One will be focused more on the kind of work we're doing within economic development. And one will be focused more broadly in the community, working with cities and the county on doing more strategic planning kind of work. And in all cases, they have the ability the flexibility to work on their own business idea. And we have space that will afford them to work on testing and executing a business idea if they have that.
Ashley, how did you identify that these are the 3 positions that would be ideal for this AmeriCorps program in Stafford County?
From Carolyn and I sitting in our office saying, what things do we need to do for our businesses in our community that we can't get to because we're a 2-person office? And so I think a lot of brainstorming between Carolyn and I of what could these individuals do for us, that's where it really got started. And so, going to each one of our businesses in the county, that could take weeks to go in and really talk with our business owners and say, hey, what do you need from us as an economic development office? How can we help you? And so having these individuals be our feet on the ground would really be beneficial to us.
And another benefit of affiliating with AmeriCorps to offer this is that we will have a way to compensate the individuals. They'll get a stipend, a living stipend that boils down to over $12,000 a year, or for the 9-month period. They'll get an education stipend of, I think, $5,700 that can either be used to offset existing, pay student debt, or if they have other education expenses in the future, it can be used toward that. And they also get some health insurance benefit through this. So we were able to, again, offer much more to those who would come in and work with us by affiliating with AmeriCorps.
What's the timeline for identifying these 3 individuals?
Honestly, as soon as we can. I mean, like I said, we're finalizing what we can with WSU, which is our partner in this. They will actually be our sponsor agency instead of the state on this. So we're looking forward to working with them. But I mean, as soon as we can get these job descriptions posted online, I mean, we'd like to fill the positions as soon as possible just to know who we'll have for the year.
Are you kind of curious who's going to be involved? It's kind of exciting.
Yeah.
Who's this going to attract?
I don't know. I mean, I think there's maybe a possible pool of people that maybe already are in our area. We are talking to some individuals that are, pointing out the opportunity to some individuals that are already in this general vicinity. It will be posted on the website for AmeriCorps, which is a national program, and it's possible we'll get inquiries from people even outside of Kansas. I don't know if those will be the ultimate fit for us, but we'll be interested to see what.
And if we do get somebody from out of state, they provide funds to help them relocate. So that's also an incentive if someone from out of state will want to come to our area and help us out.
How's this selection process going to go?
Well, hopefully once we get things posted online, we'll have some applications come in. And then obviously if they're several hours away, we're going to do some phone interviews and then hopefully eventually get to meet them in person before we completely commit. But I think it's mainly going to be an online application process and some phone calls, honestly.
I want to see somebody from New York City.
That'd be interesting.
Downtown St. John.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. So this will be, and again, where can they go to get this on?
It'll eventually be on the AmeriCorps.gov. Don't quote me on that, but it'll be on the AmeriCorps website where they can find it and apply. And then I'll also put it on our own website. Once those links are active to the AmeriCorps website, I'll create its own tab. So www.staffordecodevo.com.
Yeah. For those that are local listening area, if they are either interested or might know of someone in this area that might be interested, I'd encourage them to contact our office first.
Yeah.
And we can walk them through that process.
Okay. It's focused on Stafford County today. Carolyn Dunn, Ashley Bevan is in with us. Also, Preston Dunn. Preston represented Stafford County at the statewide Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge in Manhattan last month. Ashley, kind of give an overview of what this event is.
So the Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge is a program that stems from our Network Kansas E-Community Partnership. And I've kind of headed that since I started my job about 3 years ago. So I reach out to our schools and try to get junior high through high schools participating in this Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge. So coming up with a business idea, whether it's a legit business they're wanting to run or it's just an idea, they can pitch this idea to a panel of judges at our competition for a chance to win $1,000. What kid doesn't want to win $1,000? So this year we actually expanded our competition to include junior high age kids because we did have some that were in 4-H that wanted to compete. And all of our regional partners decided, let's not eliminate junior highs, so go ahead and let them compete. And so Preston was one of them from Stafford County, and he did really well. He won first place at our regional competition that Edwards County hosted in Kinsley this year. And so by him winning first place at our regional competition, it guaranteed him a spot to compete at the state level in Manhattan at Kansas State University. So I'll let him expand on his experience there.
Okay, Preston, as soon as you won the regional, how long did it take you to think, oh, boy, I got to go do this at the state level now? Did that excite you or make you nervous?
It kind of excited me and also made me pretty nervous, but I enjoyed it. So,
what was the key thing in your presentation that you had? Not maybe we'll talk about that in a moment on what your business was focused on, but what did you go in there as your game plan to try when you're making this presentation? What was key for you?
I just felt like be confident in your answers and really expand when you answer your questions. I wasn't too worried about it. 4-H has really helped me with public speaking, and I've done public speaking enough where it wasn't too scary.
Yeah, I think you're doing okay right now. How old are you, Preston, and what grade are you in right now?
I'm 14, and I'm going to be a freshman this next year at St. John.
Okay, who's your parents?
Brian and Carolyn Dunn.
Really? Okay. Now, when did your mom start talking to you about entrepreneurship? Do you remember?
Basically when they opened it up for junior high.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. Talk about your business, and what was it, and why did you go down that direction?
Well, I've been really involved with cattle through 4-H and helping my dad on our farm and ranch. And I saw like a problem that he couldn't AI all of his cows because it just took too much time. He had to plant corn and do other things, and he just didn't have enough time to do that stuff. And knowing it's more profitable to AI.
Explain AI.
Artificial insemination.
Okay, all right.
So I thought that maybe other ranchers and farmers have the same like problem. So I thought I could make a business out of doing that for farmers and ranchers.
This idea, take me through your presentation that you had at the competition, and from the start, kind of take it through on what ended up getting you first place and getting you to state.
So basically, there is 13,500 cows in Stafford County, and they need to be bred with a certain bull every year, and that can be artificial insemination or it can be a herd bull, and you can get more profitable and better genetics if you use an AI bull opposed to a herd bull, unless you spend a bunch of money on a herd bull. So you can utilize good genetics without paying a bunch of money for them, but that's like if you buy a stick of semen. So I basically put a pitch out there that I would match a cow with the best bull possible so you could raise the best, most profitable calf. And then, so for artificial insemination to be successful, a cow has to be in a certain point in her estrus cycle, and that by doing that, you can synchronize them. So basically, if you have 100 cows, their estrus cycle is 21 days long, and you would have about 4 to 5 coming into heat like every day. So you could only breed 4 to 5, and that would take a lot of time to do very little cattle. So with synchronization, you can bring all 100 head of cattle into heat on the exact same day, and you can breed them on the exact same day, and it saves you time and money, and you can. But I would do that for the farmer, and then I would also artificial inseminate them on that day.
So this way, they're all born on the same day, right?
Yeah, basically. Well, not the exact same day, but they're pretty packed together, right?
It'd be better than going through a 2 or 3 week period.
Yeah, it's about 2 to 3 weeks. Actually, it's 3 weeks.
So what kind of cost would there be associated with this on your part as far as providing this service?
It would take me time to earn money for gas to get to the farmer, and I just have to spend a lot of time like matching cows and bulls together, and then I would probably have to buy like the shots that you give them, like, and then also a cedar. It's called a controlled internal drug release, and you have to put those in every single cow that you're going to AI. So that's part of the protocol that you follow when you're going to AI a cow. There's different kind of protocols, but how long you like keep the cedar inside the cow.
Holy smokes! How the biggest? How do you find out how many cows there are in Stafford County?
Well, I looked on.
Okay, you didn't go out and hand count them though, but we've got a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, what has the response been from livestock producers in Stafford County and the surrounding area to this?
Well, my dad said he would hire me first.
Okay. Well, there you go. You got a built-in customer right away. How did it go at state?
It went really well. I feel like I did my best, even though I didn't win it, but I still felt like I gave my best pitch.
What will you do from this process and this idea that you have, Preston? I mean,
I don't know. I'll kind of see where it goes if I use it or not. I'm gonna go to AI school at K-State, so I kind of have to do that first before I AI cows, because I gotta have the training first. But then that's where my business really takes off, and it's at K-State. It's $650, and it's a 2-day course, and you learn about basically the anatomy in that part of the cow, and then you also look at a cadaver cow, like reproductive system. So it's basically laid out on the table where you can see it, because when you're AIing, it's all off a feel. You can't see what you're doing, and then you practice with different cows. Like they'll have really big cows and really small cows because you never know what you're going to run into when you're AIing. So,
Wow. What do you think, Mom?
Well, he's followed his dad a lot.
Well, that is fantastic. And so you didn't win the whole thing, but you have a placing or?
well, I looked at my results. They sent my results, and they had it like on a score of like 1 to 10 or 1 to 12. And my score was up there, like it was above the average, but it wasn't the best one. So.
Now, what ages was Preston competing against? It was just
They were all like in high school. I was actually the youngest competitor
there.
there.
You go.
Most of them were freshmen, sophomore, junior, senior.
You want to do this next year?
Yeah, if I come up with a different business.
Okay, you gotta come. By the time, you get another 5 years, you can have all kinds of different options by the time you get out of here. So, this is Preston Dunn. Congratulations on your journey and your explanation there. You need to be on with Jeff Maller on the Graben Co-op Seed Department show. I think you give him his run for his money. Guys, a couple things here quickly. School's out in St. John Jubilee time, Preston. Hey.
Yeah, we got out Tuesday at 11, so.
Not that we're counting.
But
Well, happy summer to you. Jubilee going on this weekend. We got the update from the mayor this morning, sort of. But
Yeah, there you go. They have cornhole going on. There's a bunch of vendors, food trucks, monster truck rides, a carnival. For the adults, a beer garden. There's some bands playing Friday and Saturday night. There's a 5K walk and run going on Friday. Looks like there's a free breakfast at the Shell building at 7 a.m. on Saturday. A garage sale, flea market type stuff Saturday morning. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff going on. Keep people busy all weekend.
well, it's a fun celebration every year. It's a great way to begin the summer. Carolyn Dunn, quick update on what's going on with the grocery store.
Well, it's really literally taking shape now. The metal is up, and we can see, the outline of the building.
Okay, all right, because I went down there last week.
Just this week has made a big difference.
Yep.
I think the whole metal frame is up. You can even see the awning over the pharmacy drive-through. So one of the things we're starting to look toward now is we're going to need employees, and we've been coordinating with Kansas Workforce One. They'll be bringing down their mobile unit in late August, and so we'll be having a nice big hiring blitz at that time, and so stay posted for that.
Things still on schedule then.
For the most part, we did have some rain delays, and we are looking now to the beginning of October for our opening. We initially hoped for a September date, but it'll slide into October, but not significant change.
It's going to be a wonderful day.
Yes.
It's going to be a wonderful day when we have the grand opening down there, and total employment that we're looking for here.
Total of around 30 full and part-time employees.
And a place
And the pharmacy also has their employees too. So in total, we're pushing 33 to 35 jobs that will be there.
you find the interest is kind of ramping up here a little bit. You start having walls go up and things like that now.
Yes, I think there is kind of some increased energy and excitement around town, and we are seeing a few other individual projects. Oh, for example, the little laundromat in St. John changed hands, and the new owner has painted it and is doing some upgrades to it, and that's a nice improvement. It's 2 doors down from our incubator building, and again, I feel like some of this excitement's contagious, and people are putting some of their sweat and tears into economic development in our town.
Yeah, I think, and it's really exciting to see. Ashley, you do the website and
I
do a
do.
great job on that. And if someone hasn't been there before, tell them kind of what they're going to find there.
So our main page kind of highlights some of our blog posts and a calendar of events, and you can see our Facebook and our Twitter feed on there as well. We have some of our programs highlighted, like neighborhood revitalization, our e-community low-interest loans. Our housing programs are also on there. We list some just amenities in town, some of our restaurants, some of our churches, the healthcare options. I've enjoyed kind of making a facelift to that since I started my job 3 years ago. And like I said, I'll be adding the AmeriCorps stuff to that as soon as they're officially posted on the AmeriCorps website as well.
Okay. You guys might have a booth at the Jubilee or anything? Are you on the sitting on the chair where they throw a ball at the thing and you fall in the water? Are you doing that or?
No. I'll be helping with one of the floats, and but I don't have a booth set up.
Okay. Well, we'll look for you down there, okay? I'm going to try to sneak in and sneak out. I don't want Dakota to see me, so.
Oh.
Anyway, Preston, thanks for coming in today.
Yeah, thank you.
Right on. Great job, and congratulations on your entrepreneurship program and the business that you are considering. Great idea. And that's going to wrap up the show. Focus on Stafford County today. Stay tuned. News coming up next. Have a great day, everybody.